Welcome back to Overhead Athletics. I'm joined by Steve Fountain, 6'9". We're gonna go through a couple things as far as exercise that we're starting to implement into his rehabilitation program as an athlete who doesn't get his chest forward when he throws. So if you wanna get your chest forward better when you throw, you need to work on a whole host of things from a mechanical perspective, but there's a few exercises. So let's jump into that hinged forward rotation. Now, once you have sufficient hamstring length to be able to get into this hinged position, go ahead and hop in there. We get him into a very slight knee bend position, almost like a little straighter than an RDL. So full hamstring stretch here. He's got the SFMA band. He's going to go into a rotation. And the idea is to replicate rotating into that landing leg at the deceleration with hamstring extensibility. So now he's coming into it. Good, full rotation. We hold 5 seconds, hold at that end range, and he's been someone that's had some back discomfort in the past, so we want to get him into a position with core stability. We'll rep out 10 reps from there. So give me 2 more reps, Steve, just for the video purposes, and we'll go a few sets of this with good 5-second hold. Now, right-handed thrower, I have him reach hard with that right hand. A little longer hold for me. Really reach hard. Good. Get these hands facing each other so they stay right out in front of the sternum. I want to make sure there's no deviation here, and then flatten the back a little bit. Good. So full hamstring elongation. Teaching you dynamic control and stability to the end range of the throw. And if you want to increase velocity, you need to have stability over the greatest amount of motion that you can control when you actually throw the ball. So that's our forward bent rotational reach, and now we're going to move into a more throwing specific move to try to get him to access that hamstring length and rotation that he just used there. There's obviously a whole host of things that we'll work on with Steve here to get his chest forward when he throws and get him more flexible, but we take anything that we do from a corrective exercise perspective on the rehabilitation side into the performance side, and then we'll get him into the return to throw or the interval throwing program with specific mechanical fixes, and that's the biggest problem. I've just heard this week of 3 different PT places in our area that supposedly do return to throw programs, and all they're doing is following the line by line from the surgeon and saying, okay, you're going to go to 30 feet, now let's see 25, let's go to 60 feet, let's see 25, and there's no specific mechanical instruction. So if you're going through rehab and you don't have specific mechanical instructions, you're probably just wasting your time. So what we're going to do here is he's going to come up out in front. Now the whole goal here is he's going to actually get his chest forward when he throws this baseball, accessing that hamstring rotational length that we just developed. So big step, chest forward and go. And like you saw earlier, and you can see again here in this video on the screen, his mechanics have a little bit to be addressed from an arm perspective, from the arm action, but also from the rest of the body, so we can take the arm out of it with this drill. So let's go 2 more throws here, Steve. We'll get him positioned the way we want. Big step. And this is our first day of implementing this, and you can already see it's difficult for him to get over that front side, but already much better than the initial throw from a few minutes back. Good. You have to have some functional carryover from your corrective exercise into your throwing mechanics. Main point for today's video. But if you're someone struggling with getting your chest forward, work on your hamstring flexibility. Try what we just did today. If that doesn't work, give us a shout, overheadathletics.com or overheadathletics@gmail.com for an email, and we'll get back to you.